You get students from all over the world coming here, causing a ruckus, and the State Department's like, we're not having it. They just revoked 4,000 visas. So people are all worked up about this. This one kid actually just got out of ICE, the Columbia student, not the one that we keep talking about, Mahmoud Khalid, or it's a different one. And this guy's now sort of championing the movement. He's a Palestinian student who was just released actually by ICE. I'm not sure what his fate is going to be at this point. I imagine he's losing his visa too, or at least after he said this. Here he is, rebel rouser that he is, trying to motivate and incite the students there at Columbia, which used to be a great school. I actually went there back in the day when it was pretty decent. Can't say that anymore. Here we go.
What did they do to me? They arrested me. What's the reason? Because I raised my voice and they said no to war, yes to peace. Because I said enough is enough to President Trump and his cabinet. Yes. I am not afraid of you. Yes! No fear, no fear, no fear, no fear, no fear, no fear.
Okay, no fear. Well, you may just be sent packing pretty soon. It's not going to work. And they can stand in the way of that. You can go back to the 1952 law where basically it authorizes the Secretary of State to personally make a decision that somebody is in the country and not in a way that is helpful to the nation, in fact, in a way that is incredibly detrimental to our foreign policy. So if you're at odds with our foreign policy, well, guess what? You're not gonna be welcome in this country. It's something that Marco Rubio said a couple of weeks ago. Let me remind you, he was very clear on this.
We revoked her visa. It's an F1 visa, I believe. We revoked it, and here's why. And I'll say it again. I said it everywhere. Let me be abundantly clear, okay? If you go apply for a visa right now, anywhere in the world, let me just send this message out. If you apply for a visa to enter the United States and be a student, and you tell us that the reason why you're coming to the United States is not just because you want to write op-eds, but because you want to participate in movements that are involved in doing things like vandalizing universities, harassing students, taking over buildings, creating a ruckus, we're not going to give you a visa. If you lie to us and get a visa and then enter the United States and with that visa participate in that sort of activity, we're going to take away your visa. And once you've lost your visa, you're no longer legally in the United States, and we have a right, like every country in the world has a right, to remove you from our country. So it's just that simple. I think it's crazy. I think it's stupid for any country in the world to welcome people into their country that are going to go to your universities as visitors. They're visitors. And say, I'm going to your universities to start a riot. I'm going to your universities to take over a library and harass people. I don't care what movement you're involved in. Why would any country in the world allow people to come and disrupt? Now, we gave you a visa to come and study and get a degree, not to become a social activist that tears up our university campuses. And if we've given you a visa and then you decide to do that, we're going to take it away. I encourage every country to do that, by the way, because I think it's crazy to invite students into your country that are coming onto your campus and destabilizing it. We're just not going to have it. So we'll revoke your visa, and once your visa is revoked, you're illegally in the country and you have to leave. Every country in the world has a right to decide who comes in as a visitor and who doesn't. If you invite me into your home because you say, I want to come to your house for dinner, and I go to your house and I start putting mud on your couch and spray painting your kitchen, I bet you're going to kick me out. Well, we're going to do the same thing if you come into the United States as a visitor and create a ruckus for us. We don't want it. We don't want it in our country. Go back and do it in your country. But you're not going to do it in our country.
Wow. I mean, that was such a compelling soundbite from him. Again, it was a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to show it to you again. He's been very clear on this, and he has the authority by way of a law that was written in, actually back in the Cold War days, because, hey, you know, if you have people that are trying to undermine the policies of the U.S. State Department, then you probably don't want those people here. And that's just the reality of the world, okay? That's just reality. Thank you very much.